Okay, so today we're just gonna be hopping right into it, playing some Titanfall. This is one of my longtime favorite games. I talked about it in my last video actually, how much I like this game. You know, I used to play Apex, but this has just been one of my favorite games for a while now. As you can see, I'm G204, Generation 2. I guess it just means I restarted. Basically hit the max level and started over again. So without further ado, we're just gonna hop right into it. I'm gonna do it in QS. It'll probably take a while, so we'll see. Okay, here we go. It looks like we got some attrition going on. This is always just, I just really like this game. It feels like Apex, but it has just, honestly, like the movement's cleaner. I don't know how to tap strafe, which is like a big thing in Apex. A few of my friends do because they play it a lot, but I don't know how to do any of the crazy movement stuff. But just in general, the movement's cleaner. Just there's more, like you can use your zip line more. Like normally in Apex, you have to use Pathfinder to use a zip line, but like even just look at this, like I've been playing for a while, and my movements, I mean, I think it's pretty clean, you know. One of the things I'm better at, I'd say, at least at this game. Not the best at movement in games, especially Apex. I'm not super great, but I also do play on console most of the time. For this, I use specifically keyboard and mouse. If I can find someone, there we go. Oh, well, you got him first. Probably noticed, but I'm not very good. And then yeah, and stuff like that will happen, and it's fun though. But yeah, I'm just not really good at this game. I will say it is one of my favorites. If you haven't seen my last video, you should check it out. I tried TF2 out, Team Fortress 2. It's a pretty good game. A lot of cheaters though, as you'll see. No, but this game for real is just, it's one of my favorites, and I understand why it's lasted so long, you know. It's really just an all-time great, and frankly, I mean, it's one of my favorite games. Definitely a purchase that was worth it. I mean, I bought it for myself, and then one time when it went on sale for like $2, I mean, I bought the Ultimate Edition for my friend because I wanted him to play it with me. I mean, I didn't really ask him first, though, which is the problem. You always got to ask people before you do that. Otherwise, it's like, oh, well, I don't know if I really want to play it. But it's fine. But it really is one of my favorite games. And if I can actually start getting kills on this, then maybe I'll... That person's definitely bot, but... Doesn't matter. All the grunts are just bots, you know. I'm assuming that a lot of y'all haven't played this game, because it is fairly old. I understand that. I don't know. I'll have to look at what the top people play, like what the most played games are. Probably try a few of those, because I don't play a bunch of shooters. It's really just Overwatch, this, occasionally some Team Fortress 2, like I said. But, you know, I'll just throw on like a YouTube video in the background, pop-up window, whatever, and just get to watch and have a good time. Oh, let's see where he's coming. Never mind then. I'll just be. I don't know why I'm doing that. The Titan's almost ready though. That's one of the things I like about this game, like the Titans. You don't get that in much other games. And the fact that it's like really well integrated is just amazing. Like you can just switch seamlessly from like pilot to Titan. And yeah, I mean you have to figure out how to use both, but it's not a difficult transition. It's not like a game that's specifically like Apex, and it's not a game that's like one of the other mech games or whatever, you know. It's kind of its own thing. I think that's a really great. Respawn really needs to do something with this because it has a huge fan base, and there's definitely, if they're not making Titanfall 3, or at least have a plan for it, they've got to be crazy. Because listen, this is, if they announced Titanfall 3, the hype would be so huge, people would be buying the game left and right. My hope is that they're already in the works with it, because if they've waited this long, then, I mean, if they try and capitalize on that, you know, I mean, because it's great now, but, like, I feel like in a year or two, like, I might not be so, like, forward to grabbing the new one. It doesn't matter, though. I will say, this game, though, I have nothing but praise for it, really. The only downside is that whenever you, like, hit the max level and regenerate, like I did, it basically just resets all your stuff, and you have to spend a bunch of currency to unlock it, and it's really annoying. But, I mean, other than that, it's a great game. Definitely not that much cheaters, though. I don't know how it was before it was patched, because I'm like I was with TF2. I only really came back once it became big again. Though I'd always had it, I just hadn't really gotten into it yet. I beat I try to get all the achievements in the game, but the Gauntlet is just, the Gauntlet's a killer. In the campaign, there's like a course you have to run in a specific amount of time, and it just really kills you. Because you gotta do it, and it's like so precise, and it's just very intricate with what you have to do to get a good score. Very complex. But other than that, I mean, I've done everything. I completed the campaign on Master Mode, and I have to say, I mean, it wasn't quite as bad as I thought it'd be. A lot of the times I hold back on stuff like that because I'm like, I just want to enjoy the game, you know. I'm not looking for a challenge, I'm trying to have fun. But, you know, I was like, let's try it, and it didn't disappoint. I thought it was a very good, like, balanced experience. And then here we see, like, the mechs. I use the, let me see which one I'm using. This is the Legion mech, which is big, so it has a giant cannon. You'll see a lot of the other ones that have, like, the Scorch, which basically is just like a fire grenade one. It's good, though. It's not just, like, the mechs are pretty evenly balanced. It's just really about your play style and the situation you're in, of course. That's how it kind of is for those things. But yeah, see, I mean, you can hit critical hits, and it's great. I can use an ability, and just, well, you can even do finishers, which is actually really amazing. That's one of my, it's one of the best things about the campaign is they'll have, like, mech bosses that you'll do, along with just the various, like, mech NPC stuff. But they'll have mech bosses, and you can do finishers on them. And it even relates back to Apex, which, you know, should be obvious, like, for me, because I've played Apex, and I'm sure most of you all have too, but it was kind of like, I was like, wait, is that, like, Sloane? Like, is that, oh, wait, not Sloane, what am I saying? Is that Ash? Like, it was crazy seeing her, and you actually get to fight her and beat her. That was awesome. And then, I'm trying to think what else there was. A lot of the characters relate to the lore, but they don't relate to the exact game. As of when this will be posted, I think there's actually the new legend they released has a lot of ties to Titanfall. So hopefully in the future they'll be doing something with that. And I'm hoping that, like, with that they'll be kind of looking to do some more. I don't know, I just really want Titanfall 3 to come out, but I know that might not be realistic, especially with, I mean, I don't really know what they're working on, though. It could definitely still be within their sights, but I am just uncertain, and I don't want to get my hopes too high. But this game is definitely something, if you have this, I would very much encourage that you get back into it a little bit. Try it out, you know. It's just an all-time great game. It's one of those ones that never really fades, and I think it's really great. I'm probably just going to finish this match up, show you. Attrition's pretty much what you always do. You just get points by killing grunts, taking down titans, whatever. It's what people normally do. You can do, like, pilot versus pilot, titan versus titan, titan brawl, whatever you want to do, really. It's not limited. I don't think they bought the lobbies, too, which is great. I could be wrong about that, though. I don't. Toasty Trotsky seems a little bit AI. Ooh. We don't like AI here. Taking our jobs. Leaving our families without money. Food. Nah, I'm joking. It's kind of scary, though, sometimes. It's like, what if they take over? Yeah. And then I'll see, like, I'm scrolling on, like, the Google News feed or whatever. I'll see, like, this AI is about to take over the world. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, that's actually crazy. It's just a bunch of clickbait, though. You can't trust any of that stuff. You'll see somewhere it's like, plant black hole unstable made by scientists. And they'll be like, oh, yeah, scientists observed a black hole. It's like, what? It's like, okay. You know, just chill out. I don't know. I don't know if it's fear-mongering or if they're just trying to get your attention. I suppose it could be both, but it's just kind of annoying. Because you'll be like, oh crap, do I need to be worried about this? And then I'll look it up and I'll be like, oh yeah, don't even worry about it. Like, okay. Yeah. I'm not trying to make the gameplay dull. I know he's probably not. I'm not really good enough to be playing this a lot. Because, I mean, you either have to have really good commentary or have to be good at the game to get views, and that's the thing. I think I'm good at commentary. I like to think so, but you never know. And I know I'm not the best at this game by far. You gotta be both, really. But no, I just like talking it. I think it's a great thing. You know, I can just ramble on for hours about just random stuff. The real thing is getting y'all to like it. We'll see. Actually, the last one, the TF2 one, got pretty good views. I think it's because I use my voice. Before this, I made a bunch of. I got really into Hollow Knight and doing the Pantheons, which is basically just boss rush. And I made a few of those, but I was like too worried to use my voice, and I didn't know how, and it was just a whole bunch of things. But I thought, you know what, let's try it, and it did not disappoint. I was made a video. It wasn't too hard. It wasn't as hard as I thought at all, and it was pretty good. Just if this game would ever end, I might try and slow this down and see what I can make of it. Initius 16. Oop. Alright, buddy. Alright. Nah, Cold Dragon. Dragon D's nuts. Save some for me, right? There you go. Well, I suppose it wouldn't help that I'm not using long range bullets. Yeah, that would help a lot actually if I did that. Ooh, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to hit any hits at all. I often like just running around this. I don't always like the Titan play because not that the Titan play is bad. It's very good. I just like moving fast and just running around and just doing stuff my own way. And I think that's fun. And that's why a lot of people play Pilot versus Pilot. Sorry. That's why a lot of people play Pilot versus Pilot. But I also like just the feel of having Titans around too. You know, it wouldn't be Titanfall without it. Oh, you got that. I need to figure out how to do finishers. I think I just have to hold it instead of just doing a normal melee. I think that's what my problem is. Oh. Ah, it got me. Oof. I'm hoping to post a few videos. I might start doing daily content. That'll be really great for me. And then with this game, once you hit victory, basically it'll, I don't know if this is it. It'll come down just a little thing and you have to stop. That's not it. There we go. You'll just have to eliminate people, and if they get on the little plane thing here, they can leave without it counting as a loss, which I think is a pretty good concept, you know? Because even if your team's not that good, or I mean, I suppose that doesn't matter sometimes, but even if your team's not very good, if you can survive and get to the thing, then it doesn't count as a loss for you. I think that kind of says something, you know? It's also just a unique game mechanic. I was playing Fortnite earlier today with some buddies, you know, just hanging around, goofing. And I was thinking, like, who made the idea where, like, you think the bus driver? Like, that's just such an interesting thing, you know? You never really think about it, but someone was like, we should make them thank the bus driver. Like, think about it. It's not a bad idea. It's just interesting. Anyway, since I died, I'm going to just leave the video there. I hope the audio came out good. I just got a new webcam and a new mic. I might put a video in the next one if this gets enough views, but we'll see. I hope y'all enjoyed this. This is Titanfall 2. I'd strongly suggest that y'all give it a look. And without further ado, that's all. Thanks for stopping by, guys.